I really appreciate the opportunity to visit with you today about
Billy the Kid fashion slacks.
And modern gas energy.
Quick kick. Quick kick.
Hey! La cerveza del sol. Acetone gets more dirt out.
Look for the golden circle.
Lone Star.
We produce television commercials for national and regional accounts. They're used on network and all over the country in spot buys. In our industrial film division, we produce films for training, sales, education, safety, introductory films for new products or new services is an area that we often are involved in.
These questions, the Texas legislature.
Where's the man today? There's where I'm gonna stay. Hooray! Yeah, yeah, yeah!
Our film production work is the military. We've been a major supplier to the Navy for over 15 years. Everything from personnel safety to the major air weapon systems that the Navy is using today. Our main studios house all of our major production facilities. Here we've got all the equipment and the facilities we need to produce almost any kind of motion picture we encounter. But in addition to having this, what we've really got is some of the finest people in this part of the country. We have the best creative and best technical talent that we can put our hands on. We have people like David Orr, who heads up our motion picture production division, Tom Terrell, who heads up the television commercial part, and Jerry Dickinson, who heads up our industrial and military department. Gene Dennis heads our sales department. And we have directors like Joe Camp and Dan Inglis, what we feel is the finest staff that we can put together. Now, in addition to our facilities here at the main studio, we have Stage East, which is a 9,000 square foot sound stage that has all the space we need to put up almost any kind of set or undertake any kind of production that we may encounter.
Hit the door on 73. That's good.
Okay, good rehearsal. How about it, Cameron? All right. Now, Debbie, you've got to understand, you love this product, and I want to see it in your eyes. Okay, sweetie? Sound ready? Hey, makeup, a little shiny on the nose here. Okay, here we go.
Quiet, please.
Roll sound.
Speed. Mark it. Scene 14, take 3.
Action.
How could I forget? The isotonic drink that really tastes good. 4 great flavors, orange, grape, punch, and lemon lime. Super thirst quencher. And endorsed by pro athletes and trainers from coast to coast.
Cut.
You think that close-up will work?
Makes a beautiful match cut.
Good.
I think that works better. What about the animation sequence?
It's on the stand now being shot. Tomorrow around noon, the work print should be out of the lab.
We have our own laboratory facilities for processing and printing the films that we produce, as well as processing and printing the films that other people produce. The laboratory is part of our Services and Laboratory Division. This is headed by Lloyd Abernathy, assisted by Ralph Canada. In the laboratory, we process color and black and white films. We've been processing color film for over 10 years. Now, in this laboratory, we use processing machines which are of our own design and patent. And from this, we have begun building processing machines as a separate division of our activity. Our manufacturing division is headed by Hugh Jameson, Jr. They have their own separate facility for their sales and manufacturing operations.
Ready to mix?
Just a minute, let me check the EQ.
Hilo.
I realize this has been a rather abbreviated review of what we do, but as you can see, it gets rather complex. To wind up, I thought perhaps you would like to see some examples of finished productions. Ready, Ollie?
Coming up.
Hi. We wanted to start things off with a bang. Then they told us it wasn't that kind of show. So we said, now what's the next best thing to a big bang?
An adequate bang?
Oh, no, silly.
What's the next best thing? I can't think what's next best.
How about a nice, cold, beautiful bottle of Pearl beer?
Yeah. With me, one often leads to the other.
You really think this is a good idea to open a sales meeting with?
Well, it is when it's a Pearl beer sales meeting.
I think it's a fantastic idea. Let me show you what I mean. Come close. Listen closer.
Yeah.
Now listen.
Well, now that's what I call a bang.
That's not what I call a bang, but I like it.
Oh.
Listen to this.
Hey, let me try that.
Listen to this.
My turn. Well, I'll be damned. It popped in Spanish. Hey, you guys thinking what I am.
Exactly. The big opening for the Pearl Beer sales meeting.
Right.
Ha!
Ha!
If you can start off with a bang, just stop, make it from the top. Feel the pop. Pearls are popping. Pearls are popping. Pop, 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 pop. Hey!
This is the year for this beautiful beer to get more space on the rack, to get on top of the stack.
Pearls are popping.
This is the year for this beautiful beer to fight for first place in this beer selling race.
Pearls are hopping. Pearls are popping.
And you got the product to sell.
If they don't want no faithful, don't fight. Don't get uptight. Give them life.
And if they're looking for prize, just be nice and sell 'em fries. And if malt liquor's their brew, you've got country club going for you.
And if they have a taste for importance,
You got just what the doctor ordered.
Hey, hey, try to lock up away Bohemia. Pearls are popping. Pearls are popping. Pop, 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 pop. Pearls are popping.
We've got all kinds of beers. We've got beers out the ears. So give 3 cheers and get over your rears.
Girls are popping, girls are popping. The girls are popping and there's just no stopping you.
Well?
I declare this meeting officially open with a bang.
Hang on to your skivvies.
A pile of dynamite doesn't amount to a hill of beans till you put a match to it. And a hill of beans doesn't amount to a hill of beans till you touch them with a jalapeno pepper.
Jalapeno! Frito's brand jalapeno bean dip.
Frito's brand jalapeno bean dip is wild with flavor.
Delicious for dipping or spreading. Served hot in your fanciest chafing dish or right out of the can.
It's wild with flavor.
Because Frito-Lay dares touch the jalapeno pepper to the plump and tender pinto bean.
Jalapeno! Frito's brand jalapeno bean dip.
Frito's brand jalapeno bean dip. Try some.
It's wild with flavor.
From Frito-Lay.
Oh, it's a beautiful new morning at Frito-Lay. Everything is so fresh and crisp, and today is a very special day. That's why Frito-Lay asked me to come by to tell you about an exciting new product that's really gonna be a big one for you and Frito-Lay. Hi, I'm Father Time. I'm gonna introduce you to a brand new product. But more than that, I'm gonna tell you why the product was developed and show you how it was tested by the consumer. Oh, I almost forgot. The reason that I'm telling you all this is that I, Father Time, am gonna team up with you guys, and together, we're gonna sell lots and lots of this new snack. So come on. Oh boy, look at all these goodies. Well, how much to that?
Top of the morning, Father Time.
Almost there. Oh, I can see it now, over there on the horizon. Frito-Lay's market research people surveyed the snack market, and they found a place in it for a new kind of product, a snack nobody was producing. Frito-Lay discovered... Oh, pardon me.
It's all right, you know. You knocked the stuffing out of me.
Sorry.
I don't have a leg to stand on.
As I was saying, the market researchers found a place for a new snack product. Frito-Lay's product development people went to work on the challenge. What Frito-Lay wanted was a snack light, and crispy as a potato chip, with the crunchy corn flavor of a corn chip.
I think we have it, Mr. Time.
You may call me Father. Oh, hey, this is it. Crispy, light. I could eat these forever. And I probably will. Well, Frito-Lay believed this new snack was a winner. And since it resembled Muncho's potato crisps in appearance and lightness, Frito-Lay wanted to capitalize on the resemblance and on the market acceptance of Muncho's. So, meet Muncho's Corn Crisps. Next, we set out to test the new snack with the people who buy snacks for their families and who come back for more. We tested Muncho's Corn Crisps in hundreds and hundreds of homes with all kinds of customers.
Oh, It's the cute old guy in the nightgown with the free munchos. Oh, more for me? You shouldn't have.
Can I put down that you and your family like corn munchos and that you plan to buy them in your store? I believe that was a yes. So, this is where you guys come in. Frito-Lay has a great new product. The customers like it. They're willing to buy it. And that means more sales, more income potential for you. And now, you're gonna ask, okay, Frito-Lay, what are you gonna do to help me make Munchos a success? First of all, Frito-Lay is spending money. Munchos Corn Crisps has the biggest introduction budget of any new product in Frito-Lay history. And this money is gonna be spent on advertising, merchandising, and consumer trials. There are 5 different test markets for corn munchos, including yours. Now, in some markets, we'll be delivering free samples of corn munchos right to consumers' homes. Now, in other markets, we'll be merchandising corn munchos using another proven method. Trial-size packages on special display in-store. And all test markets will have a 10% introductory allowance. And next spring, corn munchos will participate, along with the other corn snacks, in the popular spring theme promotion. And here's the best part as far as I'm concerned. The advertising. Consumers in your markets will see these commercials, starring a very terrific person on both daytime and nighttime television, beginning in January.
You deserve the best, nothing less. Friends are best with a cold lone star. Life is best with a cold lone star. Times are best with a great light taste of the certified premium quality beer. At the lake, with a cold Lone Star, life is great. With a cold Lone Star, take a break. Get the great life taste that's brewed for greatness, nothing less. You deserve the very best. Nothing else, nothing less. Get the great life taste of Lone Star beer. You deserve the best. Nothing less.
Hey, have a ball. An ice cream ball. With delicious, delightful, and different Dr. Pepper. It's the wildest, the craziest, the zingiest. It's wow. Dr. Pepper and ice cream. Dr. Pepper and sherbet. Dr. Pepper, the perfect ice cream soda. Go creative. Do your thing. At 10, 2, and 4, it's what's happening. You'll have a ball. An ice cream ball. With delicious, delightful, and different Dr. Pepper.
Well, 6 p.m. and time's a-fleetin'. Gotta speak at the annual growers meeting. Got the banquet room at the Dewdrop Inn reserved. I got tables and chairs and plates and cups. Got my act together and my courage up. It's another big night in the life of a Furidan man. I got slides to show and a tape to play. Got a Furidan board and a bag display. And the company sent out a brand new renter projector. I got a movie, too, about bugs and stuff, and a couple of jokes wrote down on my cuff. Just one more gig in the life of a Furidan man.
Furidan man, gotta toe the line, gotta run, gotta get, gotta look real fine.
You're a worm detecting, crop inspecting, pest injecting, slide projecting.
First class.
Furidan man. Well, 7 o'clock and they're coming in. I flash them a big old Furidan grin, then I pass out my full-color brochures all about rootworms. Now everything's going according to plan till somebody trips on one of them pounce cans. Shoot, no big deal. That's the life of a Furidan man. Then they're all set down and the feed bag's on, got mashed potatoes and beans and corn and fruit cup salad and cream chip beef and a biscuit. I'm sweating it out and I'm getting nervous, sipping on coffee and raspberry sherbet. It's showbiz time in the life of a Furidan man.
Furidan man, gotta toe the line, gotta run, gotta get, gotta look real fine.
You're a worm detecting, crop inspecting, pest injecting, slide projecting.
First class.
Furidan man. Well, I rise to speak and the show begins. Something unexpected hits my shins, but I proudly stride to the microphone amidst tumultuous applause. Well, I check my cuff and tell them a joke, and they're laughing so hard they're about to choke. Just another big hit in the life of a Furidan man. Well, I asked the waitress to dim the lights. I says, now you boys gonna see some sights, because this here Furidan film's called Rootworm vs. Godzilla. I commenced to roll with the flip of a switch, gonna show them the movie, then give them the pitch. Yeah, another success in the life of a Furidan man.
Furidan man, gotta toe the line, gotta run, gotta get, gotta look real fine.
You're a worm detecting, crop inspecting, pest injecting, film projecting.
First class.
Furidan man. Well, I figure there ain't no place to hide. I reckon it's time to show my slides, so I fire up my audio-visual slide projector. Well, the first one's up, but it's upside down, so I turn it over and they're on the ground. Be a slight delay in the life of a Furidan man. Time's running out and the crowd's getting hot. Your Furidan man sure on the spot. The time has definitely come to fish or cut bait. I'm laying eggs and they're throwing bricks. Gotta dig down deep in my bag of tricks. Only one way to save the life of a Furidan man.
Furidan man, gotta toe the line, gotta run, gotta get, gotta look real fine.
You're a worm detecting, crop inspecting, pest injecting, slide projecting.
First class Furidan man.
First class Furidan man.
Wow, selling Pearl is fun, which I don't have to tell you, but there are a few things I can tell you today. The Pearl Brewing Company has cooked up some exciting new programs to help you sell more Pearl products in 1973 and from here on out. Pearl has thought of everything this year, and all it's going to take to complete the picture for a great year is you. We've already told you that Pearl has a full range of products to appeal to a variety of beer drinking tastes and to help make you a better manager and salesman. The brewery has planned some outstanding management development and sales improvement programs. Selling more products, becoming a better businessman, these are the major goals for 1973. And you'll be supported by a brand new, exciting advertising campaign. Well, there's more to the ad campaign than just that. We just wanted to get your attention. Later on, we'll show and tell you all about the new advertising. You also ought to know that we've got some fantastic theme promotions planned for 1973. Well, we made those up. The actual promotions we're going to tell you about in person. We don't want to tip off Brands X. Oh, yeah. Here's the frosting on the cake. Pearl really has some outstanding incentives for distributors and route salesmen. I don't want to tip off too much about these incentives either. Gosh, I think I better shut up before I give everything away. Let me just add that
this is the year for improvement. This is the year for some movement. This year we go all out. To you we call out. This year we rain on the crowd. So let's go. Don't hold back anymore. Pearl's never had it so good before. And if you can stand a little criticism, this is the year, my dear, to polish up your professionalism.
Starting with you and your damn clumsy sliding those beers down the bar.
you're absolutely right. This time, I'm going to make it all the way to the end of the bar.
Hooray!
Watch out!
I'm coming through.
Come along, live it up, bring a song, sing it up on a new generation. Hey, right!
And don't forget the Lone Star, the young one. The young one.
Lone Star, the new generation premium beer.
In tune with the times. Watch it sparkle. It even looks happy, like it tastes.
Come on over to Gold Lone Star, you deserve the best. Nothing less.
Well, it was I-29. We was cutting the fog, just me and old Sloan. Old Sloan's my dog. We had a heat-seeking old homebred missile out of Sioux City with a load of fresh donuts. We made a right turn sign, gave Tranny a shake, and took the Honey Creek ramp and applied some brake at the old home filler up and keep on the trucking cafe. Looking for Mavis. Now, we've been every place between here and South Sioux, and we've seen us a truck stop and waitress or two, but this gal's built like a burlap bag full of bobcats. She's got it together. Well, she come out to meet us. I was checking her order. 36 plain and a dozen assorted. Old Sloan just sat there watching and wagging and wishing. I says, you wait in the truck, boy. And then I went inside. She says, what'll it be? It says a plain for him and a choco for me. And she come back with a big old sack full of old home dunkers and a bone for Sloan. I said, much obliged. Old Sloan give a bark. I left her an invoice, and he left his heart at the old home filler up and keep on the trucking cafe. Yeah, old home is good donuts.
When you need a good reason to get out of bed, try Bama jams and jellies on hot biscuits or bread. They make your day start easy like it naturally should, 'cause Bama jams and jellies are just naturally good.
Bama fruit jellies have no artificial ingredients, so you get real fruit flavor and a good reason to get out of bed.
Borden makes Bama so it's naturally good.
What would you like to see first?
The Midway, wouldn't you?
Sure thing. Want to ride on the merry-go-round?
The other customers are so much smaller than we are, they might object.
How about an airplane ride? Is that grown up enough for you?
Ooh, it sort of scares me to think of it, but you look like a pretty good pilot.
Upsy daisy. Here you go. Don't stand up. You can hold on to me if you want to. I'm big-hearted that way.
Stop it!
Say, look at all the people. Let's walk on down to the carnival shows and see what's what.
They've lots of new shows this year. The paper said it was an independent Midway.
Gotta see the snake charmer.
The Mamselle is the only lady, the only person out of the millions that inhabit this earth that has successfully trained a snake.
That rocket ride looks swell, just like a musical top I had when I was a kid.
I want to see the foods building. When I was little, I used to go home loaded down with samples. Look what they're giving away.
Oh, golly. And you won't let me stop to buy anything to eat.
Goodness, you just got here. You can't be starving yet. There's a friend of mine in the petroleum exhibit. See, they explain to the audience where each penny of the consumer's dollar is spent in the manufacture of gasoline from crude oil.
This is some exhibit. It must have cost several $100,000.
It did, and was given as a permanent exhibit to the State Fair of Texas by the oil industry.
Here's the livestock. Do you mind if we look at the Herefords?
What are Herefords?
Do you mean to tell me you're a Texas gal and don't know a Hereford when you see one? It's a good thing for you that I came along. To my mind, Herefords are one of the finest beef cattle you can find.
All right, I'm looking at them, just for you.
Next year, the National Hereford Show will be held here for the 4th consecutive year. That makes history. Look at that hide. It's pretty enough to make a fur coat out of it.
I'll stick to mink.
You can't eat a mink. Boy, oh boy, when I think of all the elegant eating standing there.
Oh, isn't he darling?
So that's the type of guy you think attractive.
I wish he'd come over here.
He will for a penny, unless he finds something more attractive.
He has.
Would you like to separate the sheep from the goats?
Do you mean it?
Sure. Have you any idea how much wool is in that dress you have on?
I never thought of it.
You can ask Mrs. Walter Glenn over there. She can tell you. It's her business.
Angora goats. I had my picture made once, driving one. They've got enough here to supply every photographer in the state of Texas.
Say, you're dumb. They raise them from mohair.
They got more hair now than they can keep clean.
Quiet, please. We'll not forget the milk goats. Goat milk will really build you up. It's wonderful for that tired feeling, a crick in the back, or what ails you.
As nothing ails me, I'll look at the horses. Those are champ saddle horses. The palominos are beauties. I'd give my right eye for a palomino.
He'd never take the place of it. Now, I got a cow pony that can cut out cattle better than... Say, I wouldn't trade him for all the gated horses in the world.
Doesn't style mean anything to you?
I noticed you, didn't I? You've been pretty patient walking around so long. You deserve to see the ice
They go so fast it takes my breath. How on earth do they keep from falling?
It's easy if you know how.
Do you?
Me? It doesn't even freeze where I live. That is, not often.
I wish you lived in Dallas. Then we could learn together. Isn't she graceful? Don't you know it's exciting to skate like that? His job is pretty frustrating.
No worse than having a cow kick over a pail of milk just as you filled it.
You certainly are cattle conscious.
That's my business. I ought to know as much as I can. Let's give the county exhibits a look-see. Do you mind?
No, I'm seeing twice as much as I ever knew was at the fair.
Taylor County. Sheep and wool mostly. Rio Grande Valley. Fruit. You know, Texas fruit beats the socks off California and Florida in flavor. Why, Texas grapefruit already.
You know a lot about our state, don't you?
I figure it's a good thing to know the possibilities of the land. Here's Donnelly County. Donnelly made saps out of those birds we call the panhandle the dust bowl. Erath County.
Don't tell me about Erath, because I know. It's where the most delicious cheese is made. Oh, do you see what I see?
A girl who could can fruit like that would be the type of gal I'd like to come home to at night. Let's watch them judge the beef shorthorns. The points on which they're judged are the width and depth of the rear quarters and the smoothness of the rump. Also extreme side depth and rectangular body shape. See those red poles? Well, they and the milking shorthorns are called dual-purpose cows.
Dual-purpose? What on earth could a cow be used for other than a cow?
The dual purpose is that they furnish both milk and meat.
Live and learn. What do you think of this?
The boys in the blue shirts all belong to the Future Farmers of America. There's also a 4-H club. They're both great because they provide the competition you need to spur you on to improve your own stuff.
More farm machinery. Do they use all these gadgets on a farm?
Gadgets? Say, this is the largest exhibit of farm implements in the United States.
Have you ever been to the Museum of Fine Arts? It houses a Hubblett-Bell collection of classics. But this exhibition is part of a modern exhibit brought by Texas artists to the fair. You ought to like this picture.
I like 'em all. Hey, here's the coronation of the Texas Queen. Let's see who wins the trip to Hollywood.
That's Earl Carroll picking them. Oh, good, they picked Bonnie Ruth Lawson from Corsicana. Isn't she pretty?
Yeah.
That's Mr. Harry C., president of the State Fair of Texas, crowning the Queen. Have you ever been in the Hall of State?
No, I haven't.
Anyone who knows as much about our state as you do will like this.
The Great Seal. Makes us feel pretty small, doesn't it?
Yes, but it's a wonderful feeling to know that I'm even a small part of it.
The day you start out wearing HAGGAR Mustang slacks is the day things really start going your way. We aren't real sure why. Maybe it's the cut, lean and lively. Or maybe it's the swashbuckling look you get with a Mustang buckle and twill weave belt. Maybe it's because they're forever pressed. Or maybe it's the colors or patterns that do it. Like this turned-on Tattersall. All we know is when you start wearing Hager slacks, things really start happening. Better get your Hager slacks soon, because it may take a little getting used to.
If you swing,
You need Playmate.
if you swing,
You need Playmate.
here's the thing.
You need Playmate.
If you win,
You need Playmate.
if you lose,
You need Playmate.
either way,
You choose Playmate. Playmate puts the
party at ease. It's the one shot on the spot body toner for number one.
Be a sport. If you play, you need Playmate.
Hi, I'm Dick Clark. You know, when the weather is sunny and hot, you and I really go for a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper, the soft drink that goes so well with hot weather. Deliciously different. When the weather's hot, Dr. Pepper tastes great cold. And when the weather's cold, that's when Dr. Pepper tastes a great hot. Hi, Max. Good friends, a roaring fire, the perfect time for hot Dr. Pepper. Delicious and so easy to prepare. Just heat Dr. Pepper in a saucepan till it steams, then pour over a thin slice of lemon. That's a hot idea. Yes, Dr. Pepper is delicious cold or hot. Try hot Dr. Pepper. It's a great winter treat. Right, Max? Hot idea.
Well, as we've already mentioned, Pearl has lots of new products, and the brewery has improved production techniques and facilities. There's a great new marketing program and strong field support for the distributors. But what are you getting in the way of tangible advice? Practical how-to stuff to help you sell more Pearl products and improve your service to your customers. For instance, what do you do when Joe Blow, your bar owner friend, suddenly cuts his order by a couple of cases? Well, that's what you'd like to do. We're going to talk about this problem and similar situations and give you some reasonable action to take so you can get those orders back. Or what happens when Charlie Schmuck, formerly your friend at the friendly neighborhood super-duper market, suddenly finds himself out of love with your plan to build a display. Well, as much fun as that might be, it won't work. But we're going to be telling you about some techniques that will work. Or what happens when Louis, the liquor store owner, offers to take on your new beer for a nice rebate or discount. You might call it a kickback. As much as you might like to do that, you can't. But there is plenty you can do. We're going to discuss how to deal with your retailers and much, much more. Good, solid information and demonstrations on how to become a successful Pearl distributor and route salesman. So now we'll hear about the management training program for distributors and you, his representatives.
Hello again. It's good to be back because I've got some great programs to help you start off another record year. Some ideas that will absolutely blow your mind. In fact, I think yours already is. What is this? A walk-in microwave oven? Put 'em on simmer a minute and bring me a store. That's right, a store. But let's see. First of all, I need some wall decorations. And I need a checkout counter, of course. Now, let's see. What else do we need? No. We need shelves. Shelves stocked with Taylor wine at eye level. Say, good you caught that. That's easy to overlook. Right-hand pull always pays off. Magnum should always be to the right of the fifths because most people are right-handed. Thank you. Taylor wines warrant an attention-getting eye-level position because they sell. For instance, Chablis sales up an amazing 74%. Pink Catawba up 30%. Magnums of cream sherry up 8%, which confirms our belief in the potential of larger sizes. As a matter of fact, all categories of Magnum sales are up a healthy 15%. Rhine wine up 32%. Now, I know it's hard to believe, but Vermouth sales last year were up an amazing 193%. Now, 2 years ago, we set a new record for sales of premium champagnes. Last year, these 5 types of sparkling wines broke that record, continuing Taylor's position as the largest selling premium champagnes in the country. And Lake Country Gold, with its new improved lightened formula, enjoyed a dramatic 37% increase. Over the past 10 years, sales of all Taylor table wines have quadrupled. So across the lines, Taylor wines deserve plenty of prominent shelf space because they are proven movers. But shelf space is not enough. We need something more here. What should we bring in? Oh, this thing's got a one-track computer. No, what we need is more floor space. And for your pre-Thanksgiving push on table wines, you get it with this. A good-looking multiple cut case riser in a deep, rich blue with a hot stamped vacuum-formed leaf and shiny gold lettering. And would you get more cases, please? This is designed for multiple cut case stackings for as big a drop as possible. Mass merchandising in those stores where mass merchandising really pays off. You gentlemen know where these stores are. So take these risers and put them to work to get the maximum benefit. The big impact of massive displays. Cut the cases, please. Thank you. But next time, could we do it a little faster, please? Good help is very difficult to get up here. This piece is also instantly transformed into a post-holiday display like this. And of course, no display is complete until it is properly priced. Now, while we're talking about table wines, we've got a new one. A completely reformulated rosé with an elegant new label. And there are equally elegant new labels this year for Burgundy, Rhine, and Sauterne. Plus, there's another dimension to our new look. Do you know what's in this bottle beside wine? No. This. A cork. Big deal, you say. But look beyond its mere function. A cork does more than just keep the wine in the bottle. It lends an air of old-world charm. A special mystique that enhances the value of the wine for the consumer. So both our dessert wines and our dinner wines will have this added symbol of quality and prestige. The little but important cork. Now, when you think of the holidays, what do you think of? No, don't tell me. I know what you think of, but I'm talking about the average consumer. At holiday time, he's feeling in a festive mood, and he wants a little sparkle. He wants champagne. Taylor champagne. For this holiday season, Taylor champagne will be dressed in this award-winning style of gift carton. Not only do they have a quality look, but the distinctive stripe motif is color-coded for ease of selection. Put them all together like that, You've got really strong brand presence, a strong point of sales representation for the champagne that has been America's largest selling premium champagne since 1964. There are also attractive gift cartons for the magnums of Dry, Brut, and Pink. And here is your new holiday champagne showcase. This 5-case display bin and riser is designed to feature the colorful gift cartons or bottles displayed wet cork fashion, like a wine rack. This impressive piece not only merchandises champagne for the holidays, but it too is versatile. And there you have something that will maintain floor space dominance for a long time after the last New Year's toasts are enjoyed. Like all tailored displays, this comes with easy-to-use price markers, like these, so that all products can be clearly priced. They don't have to be stapled or taped or whatever. They work like so. Now, as you know, champagne is not really a planned purchase. 11 out of 12 bottles of champagne are purchased on impulse. So here's the consumer about to leave the store, zipping right past the checkout counter. Stop! Haven't you forgotten something? What about this? Isn't that cute? It's a 2-case mini display that you can put next to the checkout counter in small stores or just about anywhere there's a small amount of space.
Lester here wears the same outfit every show, but I don't. So I start with HAGGAR slacks. And for today's matinee, I'll add this HAGGAR top. For the supper show, and at midnight, this great suit look. All outfits of Encron polyester double knit. Priced so I can afford to look like a headliner. So why don't you buy me HAGGAR slacks? Because HAGGAR doesn't make them for dummies.
HAGGAR, America's best-known name in slacks.
Okay, let's move.
The best-tasting frostings are homemade with Imperial 10X powdered sugar.
Be sure you get Imperial.
Of all fabrics, silk has the finest texture. As you know, silk is smooth and tightly woven. Here fastened to a frame, you see the same fine silk as in the dress I wear. Only here, silk will demonstrate the most important quality of Imperial 10X powdered sugar. We call it the Imperial Silk Test. It shows that Imperial 10X is today's finest powdered sugar. You can see how extra fine it is. So fine it sifts right through silk.
The Imperial Silk Test proves that Imperial 10X is today's finest powdered sugar. Finest for frostings. Imperial 10X powdered sugar blends quickly with other ingredients, gives you creamy, smooth as velvet frostings, high, fluffy frostings, the best tasting frostings for your fine cakes.
Be sure you get Imperial.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to watch Mr. Robert Dayton Berry build his version of the classic sandwich. Mr. Berry begins with buttercrust bread. His first application, mayonnaise. He follows quickly with Bermuda onion and counters with another slice of buttercrust. Now liverwurst, pickles, and now very thin slices of, yes, ham. A slice of buttercrust. Let's see that again on instant replay. Every motion has the unmistakable touch of a champion. Now back to live action. Peanut butter, cream cheese, sliced olives. What imagination this man is demonstrating here today. You can literally feel the excitement of this gallery as he reaches for the final layer of buttercrust. Ladies and gentlemen, you've just seen sandwich making history. The world's greatest sandwiches begin and end with the better taste of buttercrust.
Hi! Nice to see you again. This is my big number. Pay attention.
Your imagination's been stirred by all the good words you've heard about the new brews and all the good news about the good days coming your way. Now you gotta get tough, real rough. Show 'em your stuff. Show 'em that pearl's here to stay. Show 'em that pearl's here to stay. There's more. We told you the changes we've made and outlined the plans we've laid. We'll go back to the basics again and again, learning the shot. But still I need to say, there's a whole lot more things we have in store. So baby, don't you go away. Now we're gonna lay off the sermonizing and look at the new advertising. We put care and devotion in each new promotion, plus incentive programs galore. But you gotta get tough, real rough. Show 'em your stuff. Show 'em that Pearl's here to stay. By selling Pearl 24 hours a day. Show 'em that Pearl's here to stay. Show 'em that Pearl beer is here to stay. Show 'em your stuff.
Hi, everybody. This is Joe Tex, and I'd just like to take a few seconds to tell you about good Kentucky Fried Chicken. Colonel Sanders' Kentucky Fried Chicken, that is, and that's the Colonel right there on the bucket. And in case you're wondering what that is in that bucket, that's some Kentucky Fried Chicken. Listen, you can get it in a box, a bucket, or a barrel, and they put all the trimmings right in there. Yeah, plenty trim, good trim. Listen, let me tell you one thing. Mama likes it, Papa loves it, and the children crave good Kentucky Fried Chicken. And all I want you to do is to tell them that the Colonel and Joe Tex sent you. Oh! Boogaloo right on up to one of them Kentucky Fried Chicken places and get some of that chicken. That's what you do, because it's finger licking good. Lick them fingers, baby. Take care of business.
What's the biggest news since the big beat? The new beat in things to eat. Doritos. Thin, crisp wedges of toasted tortilla with a lightly salted, buttery taste. Doritos are a swingin' Latin sort of snack. They're a great combo with drinks, sandwiches, and they're real good solo. Get with a new beat in things to eat. Doritos, new from FRITO-LAY.
Olay!
Radio Shack introduces a new full-feature cellular mobile telephone at our lowest ever price.
You got the whole world in your hands. You got the whole world in your hands.
Now, you can put the world in your hands with a mobile car phone, only $7.99 at Radio Shack.
The Lone Star Breweries are a very special sort of company. Sure, you get a great beer in Lone Star's world-famous Buckhorn Bar, but you'd expect that. It's the things they do you don't expect that make Lone Star unique. Like putting tens of thousands of full-grown rainbow trout in the Guadalupe River to create a new and permanent paradise for fishermen. Like helping 4-H clubbers and future farmers by paying top money for their competition livestock and produce. Like maintaining an experimental farm and working ranch where many species of wild game are bred to stock and replenish nature's hunting and fishing grounds. Now, is it any wonder that Lone Star brings you the best things first? The first certified premium quality beer. The first real draft beer in packages. No, sir, it's no wonder.